Yes, y'all. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today is on the 8th of September 2022, and it's no longer news that Queen Elizabeth II passed away today. May her soul rest in peace. She was 96 years old. She was born in 1936. Hopefully she make it to heaven, because they were the one that introduced heaven and hell for us. Hopefully she make it to heaven. The reason why I say hopefully she make it to heaven is because of she has been the longest ruling monarch in the world, if I'm not mistaken, right? Or on that throne. She spent 70 years on that royal throne, and during her 70 years a lot of things happened on the continent of Africa and to the black people during our time. And my question for today, or the topic for today, is do you think it's right for Africans or Africa or black people in general all over the world to mourn the death of Queen Elizabeth after the role the British played on the slave trade that went down in Africa? Few days back, I was watching a movie. If you haven't seen that movie before, go and see it. It's on YouTube. It's called The Eviction 1987. Abi 80. What was that? What was the name of that movie? Eviction what? Hello. What was the name of that movie? Eviction what? Eviction 1998. Okay, well, let me. Don't worry. Let me search the name of the movie, guys. Just give me a minute. The Invasion. Okay. The name of the movie is The Eviction. Okay, the name of the movie is The Invasion 1897. Yes, that's the name of the movie. Go and watch that movie on YouTube. It's not on Netflix. Watch it on YouTube. You will see how the British firstly how they foxed themselves and invaded a kingdom that was peacefully on their own, minding their own business, trading with Portuguese. They invade them, kill those people, stole a lot of those people, Ivorian, all their statue, everything they stole. Those things are still, most of them are still in the British Museum up to this day as I'm talking to you. I mean, a lot of children were killed, a lot of people were killed. So maybe I will put a short clip of that movie on this video so you can see for yourself. But try to watch the movie. The name of the movie is The Invasion 1897. That's the name of the movie. Try to watch that movie and you will see what I'm talking about. Like, so
let go! They belong to me! Let go! Let go of me! The artwork is mine. It belongs to my people.
Bini in 1897.
I am acting consul James Phillips.
I am spirit! I must trade with the white man. We must do it as equals.
The white men are approaching Bini, my lord.
White men?
Land invaded and destroyed.
We march on to Benin!
And our people never a weaklings. With unknown language, he was judged.
Do you understand the charges brought against you?
I will not bow to the white man. The masters want free trade. Now they have it.
Invasion 1897. Micah Rigby as Oba Overamwe, a film by Lancelot Odwa Imaswin. Invasion 1897.
To the topic. So, do you think is right for the black people or the African people to mourn the Queen of England? Should they be sad or should they be happy? Let me read an article from EFF to you. This is this EFF. They are freedom fighters in South Africa. Let me read what they say to you before I go on this with this video. He said, excuse me. So my mouth should be watery while reading. So he said, EFF statement on the death of Queen Elizabeth. Thursday, 8 September 2022, the economic freedom fighter notes the death of Elizabeth Alexandra Mary Windsor, the Queen of the United Kingdom and the ceremonial head of state of several countries that were colonized by the United Kingdom. Elizabeth ascended to the throne in 1952, reigning for 70 years as the head of an institution built up, sustained, and living off a brutal legacy of dehumanization of millions of people across the world. And he said, we do not mourn the death of Elizabeth because to us her death is a reminder of a very tragic period in this country and Africa history. British, under the leadership of the royal family, took over control of the territory that would become South Africa in 1795 from Batavian control and took permanent control of the territory in 1806. From that moment onward, native people of this land have never known peace, nor have they ever enjoyed the fruit of the riches of this land, riches which we and still are utilized for the enrichment of the British royal family and those who look like them. See, from 1811, when Sir John Cradock declared war against Amasosha in the Zouave in what is now known as the Eastern Cape up until 1906, when British crushed the Bambata Rebellion. Interaction with British under the leadership of the Queen Elizabeth royal family has been one of pain and suffering, of death and disposition, and of dehumanization of African people. We remember how Sele died in the aftermath of the Fifth Frontier War, how King Insta was killed like a dog on the 11th of May 1835 during the Sixth Frontier War, and had his body mutilated and his head taken to British as a trophy. It was also the British royal family that sanctioned the action of Cecil John Rhodes, who plundered this country, Zimbabwe and Zambia. It was the British royal family that benefited from the brutal mutilation of people of Kenya, whose valiant resistance to British colonialism invited violent response from British. In Kenya, British built concentration camps and suppressed with such inhuman brutality the Mahu Mahu rebellion, killing Dana Kimati on the 18th of February 1957, while Queen Elizabeth was already queen. This family plundered India via the East India Company. It took over control and oppressed the people of the Caribbean island. Their taste for riches led to the famine that causes millions of people to die in Bengal, and their racism led to the genocide of Aboriginal people in Australia. Queen Windsor, during her lifetime, never acknowledged these crimes that British and her family in particular perpetrated across the world. In fact, she was a proud flag bearer of these atrocities, because during her reign, when the people of Yemen rose to protest against British colonialism in 1963, Elizabeth ordered a brutal suppression of that uprising. During her 70 years reign as queen, she never once acknowledged the atrocities that her family inflicted on native people that British invaded across the world. She willingly benefited from the wealth that was attained from the exploitation and murder of millions of people across the world. The British royal family stand on the shoulder of millions of slaves who were shipped away from the continent to serve the interest of racist white capital accumulation, at the center of which lies the British royal family. If there is really life and justice after death, may Elizabeth and her ancestors get what they deserved. right? And this person said, who knows why we were taught to fear the winches and not those who burn them alive? I mean, that's a very great question right there. And he said on the comment, he said, we as Africa continue to fear witches but honor those who burn them alive. I mean, honor those who burn them. With all this noise online, it's obvious we don't know ourselves. The millions of Africa murdered by that woman and her family is wondering where your heart and soul is today. You are mourning. Africans are mourning. Today, we should be partying. You hold party every time. Your life revolves around the party, but yet you don't know when to throw one. Hashtag get the SARS. I will always side with my ancestors and all indigenous people seeking justice in this world. Wow. I mean, even me that was reading it, I can feel the pain in the speech. Like, I can feel the pain in the speech. Because imagine, but let's be frank, if you are from Edo State, please, if you are from Edo State, Nigeria, from Benin precisely, let me know in the comment section. We all know the story of how the British invaded the ancient city of Bini just because of the greed, just because of what they saw in the great ancient city of Benin. What they saw, they invaded our forefather, burned down the kingdom. The king was kidnapped and taken to exile in Calabar. He died there. He was buried there. The grave is still there up in this state. You can do your research. The grave is still there. The king was firstly taken away from his throne because of the British. They invaded that kingdom, destroyed everybody, killed women, killed children, stole a lot of artifacts from that place. All the artifacts in British kingdom today are known. None of them is from British. Everything is from Africa, different part of Africa. 80% is from Benin. 80%. When I'm talking about Benin, I'm not talking about Benin the country. I'm talking about Benin City. Benin City is in Edo State in Nigeria. 80% of the artifacts in British Museum today are from that city. So I don't know why black people are really rejoicing. I mean, why black people are mourning the death of the queen. Honestly, I don't know why they are mourning the death of the queen, because even today, what British is still doing, especially British and France, what they are still doing to some African countries today up to now, they are still stealing from African countries. They still want them to remain poor. They still want them to look them as the white Jesus and the white Mary, the mother of Jesus and the Savior. Like they said, if truly there is justice after death, the queen and our ancestors will get what they deserve. For me, I rest my case. My name is the Heartbeat of Nations. And if it is your first time, please subscribe to the channel and click on the like button. I don't have much to say. I don't have much to say on this video. I will leave the thoughts for you as a black man or as a black woman. God bless Africa. Peace out, and God bless all our ancestors. Kids, I was murdered, I was kidnapped, all our mothers. God bless them. They are so continue to rest in peace.